All right, folks, another review here from Drive Radio. I'm your host, John Rush, along with Richard Rush, my son behind the camera. We're going to take a look at the new 2015 Toyota Avalon, and this is the Sport Touring Edition car, and it only comes in black, and we apologize, being a black car, as you can see from the ground around us, we've had a lot of rain these past few days. It's been really tough to keep them clean. We just went through the car wash, kind of squirted it off to get some of the heavy dirt and such off of it, but we'll let you take a look at the car. We also did a review on the hybrid version of this car recently, so if you want to check that review out, please do. That's on the sidebar. You can go see that. We've got a lot of details on this car, but we'll quickly run through the outside of this new 2015 Toyota Avalon. Again, one of our favorite cars. I guess for me personally, I think even Richard would agree. This is a great car. He'll do the short review in a minute. This will be the longer version of the review. You can see the grille. This has got the quadra beam headlights in it like the Limiteds have on this particular model. Again, you'll see the badging here in a second on the Touring Edition, the blackout wheels. And again, this car comes only in black. That's it. That's the only color the car comes in. They've done a great job. Really good styling on the Avalon. We've averaged 28 miles to the gallon in this vehicle on the highway. This is the XLE version of the Avalon, but in the Sport Touring, you get some of the limited features, which we'll go through as we go through the interior portion of the vehicle. You just saw some of those features on the headlights up front, the quadra beam headlights and so on. But I tell you what, we'll take a quick drive in this. We'll come back. We'll go through the interior. And again, this one won't be quite as long as we did on the hybrid version because we went through that car pretty thoroughly. But we really do enjoy the Avalon. It's a great buy for the money. We'll talk more about it as we go through the rest of the review, so stay tuned. All right, folks. Now we're into the driving portion of the 2015 Toyota Avalon. And again, hope you guys enjoy these reviews. Please let us know. Leave feedback, whatever else you want to do. But as always, just remember this. And one thing that I will not allow on our reviews is a bunch of bantering back and forth about what people like on different cars. If you're out there trolling and that's what you enjoy doing, we're not the review site for you. We're doing this professionally. We want people to really get a value out of what we're doing. Everybody out there is going to have a different opinion on what vehicles work for them because we're all individuals and every vehicle meets a different individual need. That's why we have all these different vehicles on the market. So with that said, let's look at this car as we drive it. Backup camera, and again, this particular model, it does not tell you where you're going to go park. You know, some of the higher end models and even some low end models have the ability to show you where you're actually going to park. I can still guide myself into the curb line, and it does show you where you're at, but it does not move and tell you exactly where you're going. For me, that's not a big issue. For somebody else, it may very well be. And one thing that I should note, I talked about this actually on our radio show here recently, is don't be reliant upon this technology only. There's one thing that you should still do every time you get in a car and back up, and that is make sure you know what's behind you before you ever back up. Do not rely only on this camera. Look in your mirrors, turn around and look, and before you ever hop in the car, see what's behind you. That's the proper way to drive. Do not let technology take over for proper driving. So as we continue on, this car actually, I love driving it. It's smooth, it's quiet. This particular model handles extremely well. We've had, as Richard said a little bit ago in the short review, which you can watch on our sidebar, we have had a ton of rain. You'll see it in the road in front of us. We've had about 4 inches of rain here in this last week. That's why it's been really hard to keep this vehicle clean. But one thing I will say is even with all of the water on the road, all the hydroplaning that's going on, all the different things that happen, this car works fantastic. I was driving last night in some really heavy rain, able to keep up with traffic. In fact, I was keeping up with some SUVs that were having a hard time going through water when I just went right through it. This car works fantastic. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's comfortable. Most of all, Toyota, you've done a fantastic job keeping the price point down on this car. You can buy this car for under $40,000 and have literally a full-sized luxury sedan, high-end. It's like buying a inexpensive Lexus is how the way I would explain this car. It just works great. I would encourage you, get out and drive the car. Let's come back. We'll go through the interior and we'll talk more about the 2015 Toyota Avalon, and this is the Sport Touring Edition. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the driving portion of the 2015 Toyota Avalon. We're going to pop the trunk, and again, this is not an automatic opening trunk. I'll hit the release. Comes up about halfway. Doesn't take much to go ahead and open up all the way. They have done a nice job of, you know, lining the inside of the trunk, covering the hinges themselves, the hinge mechanisms. Nice spacious trunk. You can get a lot of luggage in the back of this, and that center compartment actually does, the center piece will fold in if you're going to put some skis or something in there. Really nice spacious trunk. Again, very versatile car in this particular car, the Toyota Avalon. So we'll come around the side here to the back seat, and again, as always, we've got this seat back. So as I climb in, I'm 5'10". Plenty of room back here. As you can see, I've got a good, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches of knee space here. One of the things on this particular model, this sport touring model that you'll see, if Richard can show you, is there's some blue stitching throughout. It's on the seats, it's on the door panels. Again, this is really a nice car. I mean, probably the only downside this particular model has is not everybody likes black. It's a really hard color to keep clean and make look good. I shouldn't say make look good. They look really good when they're clean, but it's the hardest car out there to actually keep clean. So just keep that in mind. But this is a great looking car when it's all clean. I really do enjoy it. Lots of head space up here. Good room inside the interior. It does have, you know, climate, I shouldn't say climate control, but it's got vents back here. There is no power outlet back here. That is one negative, I guess you could say, that it's got in the back seat. But plenty of room back here, nice apportionments. And when I go to get out, nice sloped, you know, nice sloped area to get in and out of, so that works out really well. I'll tell you what, open the front door here, and I'll jump around the driver's seat and I'll join you there. All right, folks, now we're in the front seat of the 2015 Toyota Avalon. And again, as I said, we've done this review before on the hybrid version. This is the 3.5 V6, 268 horsepower. As we've mentioned before, we've averaged around 28 miles to the gallon. And again, as we get in the interior, you know, standard Avalon apportionments, just like you'd see in the hybrid or any of the other Avalons. Very, very nice. They've got soft touch material throughout. In this particular car, you can kind of see this has got, it's hard to tell, but this has actually kind of got a bluish tint to kind of match the blue stitching, which I know in the camera is really hard to see. But, you know, very, very nice, luxurious car. This Sport Edition, the Touring Sport Edition, I should say, really a nice car. You can kind of see it on the floor mat there inside the emblem on it. Cup holders here. It does have heated seats here and here. It does have the Eco, the Normal, and the Sport modes. Center console here, which, you know, not super big, but big enough. One of the nice features I do like on this particular car, and Toyota's done a great job, you can set your cell phone here and it doesn't slide because it's kind of a stickier material. Or you can open it up, put it down inside, and this slot gives you the ability to be charging your phone while it sits here if you want to. And again, it's all Bluetooth, so you can sync it in. One of the cool features we talked about as we were driving, which I won't get into thoroughly because we've done it many, many times, is the Intune system that they've got. I love Toyota's system. It works fantastic. Richard, my son, who's of the younger generation, he also likes it. It's a very easily navigatable system. This has dual climate control in it. All of your steering wheel controls, of course, are here. Again, very, very great car, very luxurious. I tell you what, let me do this. I'm going to jump around the other side where I can sit out there and talk to you, and I'll give you my opinion of the 2015 Toyota Avalon. All right, folks, my opinion of the 2015 Toyota Avalon, and it doesn't matter whether you're talking limited, XLE, the standard version, hybrid. The hybrid version does add some price to it. This particular car, the Sport Touring Edition that we just reviewed, $37,000 and some change. That is a heck of a buy for really a full-size sedan. You saw the legroom that I had in the back seat a few minutes ago. This car works fantastic, drives well. It's a great buy, high fuel economy, 28, 29 miles to the gallon out of a 268 horsepower V6 that just runs absolutely fabulous. This car just works, and they've improved the styling and the lines on the car so well that really this is, in my opinion, one of the best buys of the segment. So I tell you what, go check it out, go drive it. As always, we tell you, go drive each car, make sure it fits you and your lifestyle. And when you do, please let them know that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed this last review that we've just done. And as always, we say this, but we really do mean it. Get out, drive the car, put yourself, your family, your pet, whatever you're going to do with the vehicle, please get out, get in it, drive it. Make sure when you go and do that, you tell them John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you. For all of our other reviews, content, things that we have, you can check that out at our website, drive-radio.com. Please go and like us on Facebook, facebook.com/driveradio. And of course, you found this on YouTube because that's where we put all these videos up. Our channel, Drive Radio, all one word. Go check out all the rest of our reviews. Like it, comment. Do whatever you need to. We want to be here to help you pick out the right vehicle for you because, as we always say, there's really not too many bad vehicles made today. There's just bad vehicle choices. So with that, I hope you have a great evening, great day, whatever it is. Just enjoy. And again, thanks so much for watching.